So, child, I guess VH1, Love and Hip Hop, or whoever running the show is going to continue to push this 24 hours and 3.5 storyline down our throat. Child, is y'all ready to talk about it? Let's juice.
Come on, Blaze.
It's the beat for me.
Wah 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 for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we love.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Voodoo Doll TV, back with a quick little jokes or whatever the case may be, honey. And we over here playing with the Love and Hip Hop people, girl. They over there in San Juan, Puerto Rico on them people beach, playing and whatnot. And I'm over here saying, now this is episode 15. Is this the season finale? And if it is, why? And I don't mean that in a good way. Why are we ending this off with 24 and 3.5? That's the question I want to ask. And then another thing, why is we even caring about 24 and 3.5? I mean, as we can see, Selma's going to continue to cheat. 24 is going to continue to live in delusion and denial. And then we all going to continue to live our lives. I don't understand why they keep trying to push this storyline down our throats. Like, for real. They are not interesting. And also, 24 Hours is a bad actor. I'm sorry. I got to say that part. But either way, we got that going on. Finally, Collateral. Shout out to Collateral. Him and Jock had to pull Zane to the side to tell him to actually be a boy, Damon. You know, a man, and stop going back and forth with women. And, you know, it took for some other men to tell him that. And I ain't gonna lie, every episode go by, y'all, Collateral growing on me a little bit more. Now, I don't know if these are genuine feelings, and maybe I really do think that Collateral might be a decent, okay dude, or maybe it's just the fear inside of me wanting to, you know, fight for survival by saying I like him. Either way, Collateral growing on me. He manned up, pulled Lil Zane to the side, and told him and everybody else, I don't care if y'all mind y'all business. Just don't bring it to me. And honestly, that was a bar. That was such a bar. Like, seriously, like, if you really think about your life, girl, we don't really care about what people say. Just don't bring it back to me. But either way, child, we got that going on with Zane. His wife trying to live out childhood traumas on the show. And I'm over here saying, girl, why? Carly Red going through a divorce and fighting for her freedom at the same time. And because of that, she getting into it with everybody on the cast. Zane versus everybody. Scrappy want more churn and a new wife. And he got other churn and old wives. Girl, it's a lot going on. Mama D down there. Y'all grab y'all things. Grab your things, your liquor, your earbud, your za. Come on in, girl. Like that video first. And grab your things and let's get right on into the episode. So now the episode opens up where we left off. Little bitty, itty bitty Zane and his itty bitty wife was over there going back and forth with Rennie, because Zane's position is, let everybody cheat in peace. People need to leave people alone. But the gag is, him and Rennie get to going back and forth because she telling him to mind his business, and he popped her off real quick and said, girl, shut up. Didn't you cheat just like me? Then he turned around and said, didn't your baby daddy kick you out? And I said, oh, Rennie, he got you there, Fade. I gotta say that part. Girl, your baby daddy did kick you out, Rennie. Girl, what's going on? And this the worst part. Zane was sitting there with his wife saying that stuff with his big old chest, like he could really fight that girl baby daddy. Zane, you got to be smarter than that. I could beat you up. So I know Black Sam or whatever the boy name is could beat you up. Zane, you got to be careful and tread light with your words. Now Carly tried to interrupt the situation by telling Zane to mind his business because he don't know what's going on in Rennie's house. And he told Carly, you shut your old ugly ass up. Nigga told Carly, you got bags and we all got bags, but you got wrinkles or something like that. And I said, oh, Carly, now why did you jump in that girl? That girl ain't said nothing to you, girl. You wrong for that. But I'm telling y'all, Carly is reacting because she fighting them charges, girl. On top of fighting for her life, she fighting for her freedom, girl. Charges. They say Carly jumping through windows and things of that nature, girl, breaking and entering. Girl, Carly stressed out. So basically, everybody around there catching strays. More typically, Zane and his wife, but yet and still, they around there catching strays. Jock hop in the confessional to tell us that he feels some type of way about Zane keep going back and forth with these women because they ain't never gonna win. And basically, this supposed to be Puerto Rico. We supposed to be out here chilling. And then he also says Zane beefing with literally everybody. He said, so at this point in time, it's gotta be Zane. Well, duh. Carly Carly and Zane back and forth again, woo, woo, woo. And Carly was talking about, you're so little. I like them big. I like them big, really, really big. And basically Zane walked off saying his 1-2 under his breath, him with his wife in tow. And at this point in time, I'm over both of them. And I did catch that little part. A Jock won't holler in the middle of the argument. Yeah, because I'm the biggest Carly ever had. And you wonder why Kendra trying to divorce your crazy ass. I just seen you on the flight to New Orleans a couple of weeks ago, and you look like you was going down there to cheat. No wonder Kendra always trying to divorce you. Jock, please go lay down. Move around. Anyway, so Rennie was like, you know what, Jock? I'm just so tired of this nigga, bro. For real. Like, he always stepping in women's businesses. He got issues with everybody around here. It's not us, it's him. It's not us, it's him. But Rennie was like, but let me get up, because I almost threw a drink on that nigga, and I'd have had to beat him and his old lady up like Spice was gonna do. So I just got up. I said, oh, Lord, Rennie, please, somebody get us some therapy, Lord. And look at Collateral. See? That's why I don't care what they think about me and my wife. I don't care if they don't even know if we really married. All I know is niggas better not mention me or my wife, or you're going up for collateral. And I said, there you go. Jock is trying to have a good trip. He don't really want no smoke with nobody or whatever. Jock just want to go out there, cheat on Kendra, and mind his business. You got to understand, this cheating conversation was really triggering for Jaceel. I mean, every other day he windmilling for his marriage, child. He trying to keep his head above the divorce water, child. Let's move on. So now we move on to 24 and 3.5. They supposed to be having a romantic anniversary, and 24 hours outside sitting on the beach like he punished. Nigga look like his mama said, go sit your ass outside on that beach and don't move. And if I see you move, I'ma get a switch and whoop your ass. Now, Slutty Selma got into the confessional to tell us that she feels some type of way about Mama D and all them coming out there spilling tea on her and her man. She know where it come from, and it's all a bit misunderstanding and miscommunication. None of this really happened for real. And look at 24. Girl. 24, you look so bad, even with your hair done. Anyway, 24 is out there trying to feel like he's enjoying his vacation / anniversary, but he say he can't because every time he turn around, niggas done talking about they done dug in his old lady. And Selma is over there saying, babe, don't listen to them. They're all lies. I tried to show you the text messages and you refused to look. Was I texting him? Yes. Did I send him nudes? Yes. Did we make any videos? Yes. Was I pregnant and got rid of the baby? Yes. But the point is, 24, I have been with you for how long? Say it with me, babe. Say it with me. 9 years. 9 years. Are you going to throw all of this away for rumors? Sit and think about this, 24. So 24 held his head low, trying to figure out what was going to be the next move. Because he knew he had no other place to turn to than his mom. You got to understand, 24 is a child that only a mother could love. Even Selma don't love him, child. So 24 held his head low and tried to figure out what he was going to do and couldn't come up with nothing. So he hopped in the confessional to say, yeah, she showed me the messages. But if I'm going to be honest, I closed my eyes. I ain't even want to see it. When you've been with somebody for 9 years, you don't let the outside noise come in. So I feel some type of way, but I'll be all right. 9 years. So 24 looks up to reassure Selma that he is not going to leave her. As a matter of fact, nobody else wants him. He has nowhere to go. So he said, babe, it doesn't matter what they say about you. It doesn't matter how many they said you sucked. You are mine, my wife. And I love you, okay? Right after he said that, his conscience kicked in and he realized he have just signed himself up for another 9 years of being cheated on and disregarded and played to the left like a duck, goose. And at this point in time, I'm saying get 24 and Daisy Duck up off of here at this point in time. Let's move on. So moving on, Skrizz hopped into the confessional to tell us a Liz He got in the confessional talking about he won't set something up for 24 and Selma since they've been going through some troubled times and things of that nature. When the whole time he ain't give a damn about no 24 and Selma, he just wanted to bring his old lady out and he needed a reason to do it. So him, Selma, 24 and the new old lady, baby mama potential number 4, then all went out there to ride bikes. I'm sorry, not bikes. Hearses and things of that nature. Now, in the midst of riding these horses, new love is something. Scrap turned around to his old lady, babe. She said, yes, babe. And then 24 turned around and said, Selma. And she said, what, nigga? And not to mention, they put that big old nigga on this little bitty ass donkey. Whoever put 24 hours on this 5-year-old donkey, count your days, you dirty dog. Try that wrong for that 24. Get up off of there, boy. So after Scrappy, romantically helped his old lady off the horse, 24 went to help Selma, and God must have pushed that hoe off the side of the hearse. That hoe hit the sand ass first. Do you hear me? I was weak. I said, now look at God. You out there cheating on your husband? God done knock you off that nag. So anyway, they sat down at the doggone beach and look at 24. Hey, bro. Hey, you my bro. Thank you, man. I couldn't even plan the better anniversary, bruh. It's been rough. Everybody coming at me and my wife. We've been together 9 years, and everybody been coming at us. And we just trying to make it another 9 years. You know what I'm saying, bruh? So I just want to thank you for taking the opportunity to bring me and my wife out, because we ain't had no money or nowhere else to go. So I sure appreciate you, bruh. And look at Scrap. Well, we go back, 1, 2, 3 months. We've been knowing each other a long time. And at the end of the day, I realized you having an altercation with Zane was just a misunderstanding. Yeah, I could have cold clocked him, but I let him live because I ain't want to give him a black eye. But you really held your own around there, and I appreciate you for that. And look at 24 and Selma. Look at Selma. Yeah, because I really feel like people bringing up old stuff and not giving me an opportunity, that was messed up, because all I know is Carly hit me on a bus talking about come get 24. I'm thinking this nigga done caught another asthma attack. I get around here and his heart just broke. Like, for real, I felt some type of way that Carly would call me like that. And then at the end of the day, it don't matter if I cheat on my husband. That's my husband. He loves me. He's not going nowhere. He can't get nobody better than me. Duh. So I don't understand why people want to bring up our business all the time. So baby mama potential number 4 was like, so do you think that you guys are going to have a good relationship? I said, now who done wrote this whole lines? No shade, you a pretty girl, but girl, shut up. Shut up, girl. Nevertheless, 24 and 3.5 let Scrappy and his old lady know that they are strong and they not going nowhere else. And it don't matter how many men Selma let drill her down. 24 said he loves his wife. They've been together 9 years and he trying to go another 9 more years. And ain't nobody gonna come in between that. Not even Scrappy. And this really took Scrappy for a loop. It really took him fast, because he ain't never seen a man get towed down like he tear down women. So he was trying to calculate how to understand 24. And then midway, he realized his mother was a pimp and his daddy was a slut. He don't know nothing about what 24 got going on. So he decided to keep it cute and just tell 24 to be open to kind of squashing things with other people, because it was just a big misunderstanding. But I'm going to tell you right now what's really going on in Scrappy head. Scrappy in his head saying that nigga slow as a turtle. Child, please, let's move on. So moving on, Zane has come down off the rum punch, and I guess he's starting to come to his senses, him and his wife, and he's starting to realize he's literally beefing with everybody on the trip except Jock. Like, he have an issue with literally everybody. So he's decided at dinner he's gonna come with a better attitude to say he's sorry. So the first person he run up on was Rennie, and he ran up on her and gave her a hug. And Rennie was looking at him like, man, is this nigga okay? Like, what the hell? Like, this nigga was just beefing. Mind you, he just was laughing at her, telling her that she got kicked out the house by her baby daddy. So I think he really apologized to her first, because he was scared she was gonna call that nigga, okay? But anyway, she's like, Zane, why is you hugging me? And he was like, oh, I just want to apologize. I was wrong, and I'm sorry, and boom, boom, boom. And she looking at him like, nigga, please. And I'm looking at Zane like, Negro, please. You apologizing to Rennie because you already know you put your foot in your mouth when you mentioned that girl baby daddy now. But Zane said that he wanted to apologize to her if, and I hate when people say that, but if he offended her because he had no intentions on doing that. It's just his big mouth. He said he don't know what's wrong with himself. He just be trying to help up for his old lady because his old lady is scary or whatever. Now, Jock feels like, I understand your sentiments, bruh, but at the end of the day, we men. You're not going to be able to go back and forth with these women. You're going to have to chill and mind your business and kind of stay in a man's place. But Zane don't see it like that. Him and his wife have created this victim Olympics where they just become the person that's being picked on and bullied the whole time. And one thing I hate is grown ass people who refuse to deal with their childhood wounds and traumas and coming on here and being victims to everybody. Like, y'all is tired. Y'all are literally exhausting, you and your wife. And it don't matter what Jock try to say to them. Jock, you are actually more mature in this lane because your little dick ain't mature. Now, let's really be clear. But in this situation, you're the more mature person, and Zane is a person you can't talk to. He gone. He out for lunch, fat. He feel like he feel, and he's so used to going back and forth with women, he don't see nothing wrong with it. And Rennie over there trying to explain to Zane, and he really had put his foot in his mouth this time, because when she made the comment, or when he made the comment about her being kicked out the baby daddy house, she had done called him on the ones and twos. She said now she was about to hit up Collateral because he was right there. And she declined because she ain't want to catch a charge. So that's the only thing saved Zane. And then Ashley get the boo-hooing and snotting and crying, talking about, I just don't like that all the girls are on the show and no one wants to get to know me and I just don't want to be bullied. And I'm over here saying, girl, Ashley, then good. Don't be bullied and get off the show. Girl, please. Ashley, you know what bothers me the most about you? You are so pretty, but you are so slow. What is wrong with you? Like, you on here insecure with yourself, insecure with your relationship, you and your husband, and instead of y'all dealing with that so y'all can heal, y'all would rather go around and play in the victim Olympics and act like everybody picking on y'all. No, and it might be some of that, but I'm gonna tell you straight up, y'all just get on people's nerves. Like, y'all annoying. Y'all the couple that when people see y'all, they be like, oh Lord, here they come, under their breath. Like, y'all just get on people's nerves, and that's okay. Okay? Child, please. So Mama D interrupted the situation to tell everybody that she kind of feels obligated, or not obligated. What's the word she said? She feel like it's her fault because she was the one who spilled the tea. She said, but she got that tea hot from Sierra, and she know it had to be true because Sierra had her third face on and not the fourth one. But Zane understands that his big mouth keeps getting him in trouble, and he says he wants to apologize to everybody because now him and his wife is on the island that they really didn't want to be on from the beginning. Now, on the flip side, Collateral and Jock was talking to Carly, and they were talking about how everybody addressed private issues in public, and Collateral basically says that he don't understand why people keep bringing up him and his wife. He feels like it's out of bounds and out of order, and if we being honest, I mean, yeah, it is, but it's a TV show. But Collateral said that Zane better figure out his life and get his mind right before he get it right. He said he already got the nigga outside waiting for him to make the call, and it's already up. So he said Zane better tread light, and if he know Collateral like I know Collateral, he better tread more than light. Do you hear me? So now Zane, Carly, and everybody meet up together, and they all just kind of talking, kicking it, and cooling it. And the back and forth comes up again between, what's this girl named Ashley and doggone Carly about this threesome and this doggone hotel key. I am so tired. I'm sick and tired of hearing this. Let me tell y'all something. Carly, I understand her side. Carly feels like, girl, I gave that nigga a hotel key room 20 years ago. Like, it really shouldn't be up for discussion at this point in time because that was up to Zane to tell you. And while I understand that, Carly, first of all, keep your hotel keys to yourself. First and foremost. Carly doesn't owe Ashley any explanation, and she's right for saying that. Ashley just wants a reason to have a problem with Carly. And I'm going to tell you why I say that. Ashley ain't every bit worried about no room key that was given to no damn Zane. She know every time Zane marches little bitty self out that house, he going to cheat. Her problem is she don't fit in the group, and she's trying to find a way to fit in, and she's doing it through conflict, and it ain't working out in her favor. She's an unhealed child in a woman's body trying to fit in, and it don't work. I mean, Carly Red is her own situation within itself, but at the end of the day, Carly Red don't owe nothing to Ashley. As a matter of fact, Carly Red can say to herself, I never want to film with her, and she will be well within her rights. Nobody owe Ashley anything, especially behind this regular ass room key. And I'm so tired of them bringing up this threesome. So they talking about back and forth with this threesome. Ashley's trying to make it seem like Carly asked her and Zane to have a threesome with her, and that wasn't the case. Carly brings up sex all the time because she sells it literally as a business, and they were having conversations, and Carly asked, do they have threesomes? She didn't ask them to have one with them. She asked them, did they have them? But what Ashley's gonna do is take this thing and go all around the world with it because she needs attention. She's a scorned little girl in a grown woman's body, and Love and Hip Hop is not the place for her to heal. I'm sorry. So now here come Ashley with the waterworks. I just feel like when I came on here, I came genuinely. And I gave you my heart and you just did the Macarena on it. And I don't understand. I didn't have any issues with you. Oh my God, Ashley girl. You really are a delusional bitch. And it's no wonder Carly's sitting there making all them faces because something is really wrong with this girl. Don't nobody owe nothing to Ashley, like I said. And like Carly said, you trying to make an issue where there ain't none. But that's what people do when they miserable. What the old saying is, misery loves company. So her and Carly ends up going back and forth because they can't see eye to eye. She's trying to catch Carly up on some stuff Carly didn't say by omission or some crap. And then all of a sudden, Carly called her a dumb bitch. And this sets Ashley all the way off. Now, originally, when Carly called her a dumb bitch, she had to think about the words and let it register first. Because she didn't know which part she felt played by. She didn't know if she felt played that Carly called her a dumb bitch or if she felt played that Carly called her a bitch at all. I don't know. Either way, once the things and the numbers started crunching in her head, she jumps up and reacts and said, Carly, I can't believe you called me a bitch. Of all things to call me, you call me a bitch. I've been called so many things. I can even accept dumb but a bitch. I hate you, Carly. So she jumps up and starts scrambling off. Lil Zane came behind her, Peter pattering with his little bitty legs. Jock over there trying to calm Carly down. Rennie over there telling Carly to calm down, but Carly has had enough. I told you, Carly already fighting for her freedom. You think she got time to be fighting with Ashley and Zane? Y'all got to make it make sense. Carly got a lot going on, child. Make it make more sense than it's making already now. Now, Rennie tried to calm it down and tell Carly that she really don't have an issue with Ashley, and she spoke to Ashley, and Ashley just have unhealed childhood wounds, and maybe they just being hard on Ashley. No, Rennie girl, that ain't got nothing to do with it. Rennie, Ashley get on our nerves. Yes, Carly does the most, but Ashley get on our nerves. So Ashley came back with her handkerchief in tow and her husband, and he over there, bro, I just gotta protect my wife, and look at her because my whole life I'm an only child, and I've been bullied the whole time. My mom, she'd make me stack cotton balls in the corners, and it just made me want to protect myself. So when people ask, why am I so aggressive and brash? It's because I don't like to be bullied. And look at Mama D. Girl, I know you lied. Mama D. Not Mama D calling that girl on all of that stuff. And I believe you, Mama D. I don't believe nothing that hoe just said. She just entitled. That's all. So now Collateral jumps in because him and Jock is low-key trying to throw subliminals at, what's that little boy name? Zane. And he tells Zane, I keep telling you, you cannot go back and forth with women. As men, we get tempers, we get aggressive, and it's always gonna look bad for us. You gotta stop doing that, okay? So, they decided Zane wasn't listening, so they pulled them on the side to have a man-to-man talk, but I don't know how this gonna work, because one of these dudes ain't no man, if we can be honest. And I feel like all three of them have questionable traits, but Zane is a special case, very, very special. So they pulled Zane to the side to talk to him about his big-ass mouth, and Collateral already feels some type of way. So he hopped in the confessional to tell us that he could have took this one or two ways. He could have really just bopped Zane or put him up for collateral. He said, but right now he gonna put them both on the shelf and try to talk to him one more time before he really put the pause on him. And we know collateral do not play and when it comes to the pause, okay? So out back, the guys tell Zane that basically you gossiping like a hoe. Okay? Yeah. You gossiping like a little bitch ass nickel. Okay? Keep going back and forth with women. It's not giving. And what you need to do is put your prints down, pick your nuts up off the concrete, and stop going back and forth with these women before I pop your ass. And then he turned and told him, he said, and that's another thing. This the third time you done brought up me and my wife's name while you going back and forth talking about another man cheating. He said, I done told you my beefcake is not up for your entertainment. Keep it out your mouth before I shove it down your throat. And I said, nigga, what? So collateral looks at Zane and say, look, I'm telling you this from my heart. Not because I care about you, but because I asked the dude about the collateral and he said I couldn't get nothing for you. I'm trying to get you out. Leave the women alone and keep me and my wife's name out your mouth before I have you swallowing all them veneers. You and your old lady. Do I make myself clear? Do I? And so Zane gave him a hug and said, you know what, bro? I ain't never been threatened by a nigga with love. This some new shit right here. I appreciate you. So they ended up hugging it out, whoop-de-whoop. And you know, one thing about collateral, he keep one eye open. Really, he keep them both open. So collateral was hugging that nigga, but texting the other dude on the phone, hey, I'ma text you, page you if the nigga get to acting crazy. You feel what I'm saying? And that's why I rocks with collateral. I gotta meet him. I like collateral. Let's move on. Now back at the other scene, Ashley was able to come back to the whole situation and talk to Carly because Rennie really wants to get to the bottom of this. Rennie feels like Carly and this girl having issues that don't need to happen. And that also, my bad, Rennie said she really likes Ashley. And she feel like she misunderstood and she want the other girls to like her too. But Carly ain't trying to hear all that. Carly just don't like Ashley. And honestly, she have every right not to. Like, there's just that. Like, Ashley's just looking for reasons to be mad. Like, people don't have time for that these days. Especially when you fighting crime. Or at least for your freedom. So Carly basically feels like this whole beef is contrived by Ashley in her head. Because, girl, they really don't have nothing to beef behind. She don't want Zane. And everybody knows Zane don't want her. Like, what's the big deal? But like I said, Ashley just needs a reason to fight. Ashley need to go fight the therapist. That's what Ashley need to do. And Mama D just sitting there trying to be supportive. And we just seen her on a doggone interview talking about she hired strippers for Scrappy 14th birthday. Mama D, let go her hand. You might be putting more evil energy on her. So Rennie basically tells Ashley that she understands her and wants her to be a part of the group and that she needs her to understand that Carly is not coming from a bad place. Carly really is a good person, but she has her own situation and she wants those two girls to fix it for the betterment of the group. And again, if Ashley just needed a shoulder to cry on, she has a husband. All she had to do was go bend down, get on her knees, and cry on his shoulders. Not on the shoulders of love and hip-hop, Fefe. We don't want to hear none of that. So look at Rennie. You guys, y'all can hug it out. Y'all get up and hug it out. And you know, Carly really did not want to do that. One thing about Carly Red, bitch, if Carly don't like you, you're gonna know. So Carly really feels some type of way, but she don't want to be the person that's being mean, so she got to go along with it. So girl, tell me why Rennie done got them hoes in a circle and gathered them hoes around, and all I could think of was, count on me through thick and thin, a friendship that will never end. Head ass. Girl, y'all hoes ain't even friends. Let go each other hands. So now Scrappy was happy to see the girls can hug it out for now. And he said that this trip was about love. Child, ain't a trip y'all took on the franchise that ended up in love. Do you hear me? And the show is called Love and Hip Hop. Scrappy, please. But anyway, he's excited that they toward the end of the trip. And he asked 24 and 3.5 how they was doing. And 24 said, you know, I just want to say thank you to the big bro. Took us out for our 9-year anniversary. I mean, it wasn't really our anniversary, but it was 9 years. And I want to thank big bro. Thank y'all. And look at Selma. Yeah, because they tried to hate on me and my nigga. But one thing about us, we going to be together forever. And them hoes going to be mad and they going to be hating. And I'm over here saying 3.5, go lay down. No, never mind. Never mind. That's why you in the situation you in right now. Stand up, slut. We don't want to hear none of this stuff with you in no 24. We don't want to hear all that, nah? And let's call a thing a thing. Can we talk? Let's call a spade a spade. 24 done found Selma and never looked further. Probably because he thought that he done found the Beyonce that he never thought he could have. Whole time 24 and 35 is over there having all kinds of 48s all over the city of ATL. Then she said she can't wait to see Sierra to confront her because those messages that Sierra telling everybody or showing everybody is not new. They old from some nigga she used to mess with. Now, Zane got in the confessional and said he saw the text messages and that's a lie. They damn sure had been talking recently. You know what? I believe him. Because this is a relationship or marriage of convenience. That's it. That's all. And look at Rennie. Still heard from her nigga almost kicking her out. You know, we gotta stay strong in these relationships. Because sometimes the devil gonna come in and try to take your man. No, Rennie girl. The devil ain't took your man. Your man is the devil. Rennie, please move around. And look at 3.5. You know, I was sitting down listening to Rennie and she right. I ain't gonna let the haters and the outside interference come between me and my marriage. My husband pay all my bills. I don't work. Why would I let somebody do something like that? Sierra, I'm on your ass. So Scrappy interjects to thank everybody for coming out for the trip. He said this was a celebration station or something. What he called it? Vacation, girl, I don't know. All I know is them niggas got free food or something. I don't know. But either way, he was thanking everybody for coming. And he looks over to Zane and was like, you know, Zane. He said, now him and Zane almost went to blows the other day behind the whole situation between 24 and his wife slutting out around Atlanta. He said, and he done realized that maybe Zane was just a little drunk and he gonna let Zane slide because he really could have pulverized him that day. And Collateral was like, shit, I ain't letting that nigga slide. Let him say one more thing about my wife. One more thing about my peckerwood. And I'm putting the nigga up for collateral or I'm putting that nigga through the TV. It's his choice. It's up to what he want to do. And it's up after that. So Scrap tells Zane and 24 that basically he don't feel Zane meant harm by what he did. He really was just trying to help. He was between a rock and a hard place. Even though they lying like they've been knowing each other for years, Zane don't really know him like that to come up to him and say, hey, bruh, your wife is cheating. And you know, at this point in time, 24 seems to be a bit open to maybe the idea of Zane being apologetic. So Zane looks over to 24 and tell 24 that he's sorry. He didn't mean anything by it. And he was going to tell him. He was just trying to figure out how to tell him. But before he could do it, obviously Mama D came in and dropped the big dime. So at first, 24 was trying to ponder on if he's going to accept Zane's apology. Because, you know, 24 was talking cash money shiz not eat over there with Scrappy talking about Zane is a little dude and all of this. And I'm over there saying, ain't you niggas around the same height? 24, you was talking crazy now. You was talking real crazy the way you was talking. But either way, Jock is trying to figure out if these niggas gonna make up or not, because Jock don't really care. Like Jock said, Jock probably running through Puerto Rico in every spicy Latina on that side of the island. Do you hear me? I know Jock. Done seen them out. I said what I said. So Zane and his wife extend the olive branch and the apologies. You know they do this every season. But they extend the olive branch for the apologies to tell 24 that they sorry, that they just a broken ass couple and they ain't really want no smoke. Now Carly is over there. She don't trust none of them. And as she shouldn't. Carly, I don't trust you with this face. Is this number 6? Did you go get a 6 face and didn't tell us? Carly, don't make me go pick the pictures up. Carly, you got 24 hours to respond. Move around. So like I said, Zane apologized to 24 and he said he was being sincere from the heart. He really didn't try to hurt him. And I think Zane was wrong for telling everybody on the trip, but I don't think Zane was wrong for not telling 24 because they not cool. I just felt like you shouldn't have went blabbering your mouth like a bitch to everybody on the trip if you weren't going to tell that man first, period. So anyway, 24 ended up accepting his apology and giving him the tightest little bear hug. And you know what? The only thing I could think of, when 24 was sitting in that chair on the beach, that nigga titties touched the floor. Do you hear me? I started singing the jingle. Do your titties hang low? Do they wobble to the floor? Can you tie them in a knot? Can you tie them in a bow? I'm pretty sure he can do all 4. Anyways, but he gave him a hug and slapped titties with him. And that was the end of the episode. Let's get into some closing credits. So Scrappy being first out the gate with potential baby mama number 4, he tells us that he is in love with this girl like he never loved none of the other 3 baby mamas, and that they talking about marriage and churn. Scrappy, don't you got 4-5 churn you ain't even doing nothing for? Scrappy, please, now please. Jock hop in the confessional to tell us that he been running all up and through and down through Puerto Rico, and Kendra at home probably in a fetal position crying, but he don't care because they gonna stay married because who else he gonna be with? You feel what I'm saying? So anyway, Jock said he glad the guys can get themselves together so that he can get himself together and try to go back home and swear to God to Kendra he wasn't out here dropping off Zick. You get it? But I mean, when you really think about it, it's par for the course when it comes to Jock. I mean, this bitch want a divorce every 30 minutes. Child, anyway, moving on. Now, Collateral hopped in a confessional and he had this to say, and I quote, niggas come and ask me if me and Yandy gonna be together. Hell, I don't even know if me and Yandy gonna be together. And when I tell you I was weak when he said that, because that was the realest thing Collateral could have said. He truly don't know what's the status of him and Yandy's relationship. She around here traveling the world like Carmen Sandiego. Child, please, move around, Collateral. Brittany says she's been working very, very hard on how her and her husband, boyfriend, baby daddy, can communicate without him kicking her out the house. Because last time she called the sheriff, she thought she was going to be able to stay, but she forgot to have a piece of mail delivered to his house. She said, so now she's been walking on eggshells trying to figure out how she can confront her baby daddy about cheating without him kicking her out. Rennie, girl, just go to the Covenant House or something, girl. Go to a shelter, girl. You don't deserve this, girl. Moving on. Carly hopped into the confessional to tell us that her PO just called her and told her if she say one thing in this confessional, her ass going to prison. So Carly said she ain't got nothing to say to you hoes, and whatever y'all think she did it. And I said, go ahead on, Carly. Let's move on. And last, and unfortunately last, but not least, here we have 24 and 3.5 just going off into the sunset as if they really is in love. When love is not a two-way street, it is a one-way, and there's only one car on the road. Po 24. I'm pretty positive when 3.5 put her eyes on you, she saw a sucker and licked it. Do you hear me? And you've been getting licked like a Tootsie Roll Pop ever since. But if you like it, I love it. And if you love it, I say fuck it. You feel what I'm saying? But that was the end of the episode. What do you guys think? Drop down in the comments, girl. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. And I'll catch y'all hoes on the next one, girl. Bye.
Mr. Carroll, how you give the voodoo doll time to talk? I don't get no fucking time to talk.
Who the voodoo doll is?
The nigga you just had up here.